During an appearance on Sean Hannity's Fox News program this past week, Republican Senator Lindsey Graham admitted that he doesn't think the Republican Party can move forward without Donald Trump. Now, Lindsey Graham was specifically asked by Sean Hannity about all the Republican infighting, the drama involving Liz Cheney and her not wanting to spread Trump's big lie, and now she's going to be punished for that. And Lindsey Graham had this to say. I would just say to my Republican colleagues, can we move forward without President Trump? The answer is no. I've always liked Liz Cheney, but she's made a determination that the Republican Party can't grow with President Trump. I've determined we can't grow without him. Lindsay, where the hell have you been the last 5 years, man? I mean, have you literally had your head stuck so far up Donald Trump's rear end that you've been oblivious to everything that's happened in this country for the last 5 years? Really? I mean, I could see where that would make sense, right? I don't imagine you get much oxygen up there. But here's the reality that Donald Trump has created for the Republican Party. First and foremost, you lost the popular vote in 2016, the election that Trump won because of the Electoral College. You still had more than 3 million Americans choose the other person, Hillary Clinton. So he didn't even really win the public over that time. 2 years later, 2018 midterms, the blue wave comes in. Democrats pick up more than 40 seats in the House of Representatives, gain a couple, I think, in the Senate. Then 2020 rolls around. Trump loses the popular vote, loses traditionally red states. And then a couple months later, in the special elections in Georgia, Democrats retook the Senate. So under Donald Trump, as I have repeatedly pointed out, you lost the popular vote twice, you lost the House in 2018, and you lost the Senate in 2020. Do you really want to keep going down that path, Lindsay? Do you really think hanging on to this disgusting piece of excrement from the past, you really think that's the path forward? I mean, look, I hope Republicans do that. I hope they continue to tank themselves. I hope they continue to ignore the polling that comes out once a month showing Donald Trump's approval rating consistently falling. Because that's what's happened. That's reality. But Lindsey Graham isn't living in reality. He's living in his alternative reality over here where none of this matters. Donald Trump in reality is a political loser. He is politically toxic. Hell, he's economically toxic. You've got buildings that once had his name on it being, ripping his name off, including a condo unit in South Florida this past week, took his name off it because it's so toxic they couldn't even sell it to Republicans. And you're sitting there on primetime Fox News TV saying we have no path forward without Donald Trump. Go with that, Lindsay. Just keep going with that, bud. Do whatever you got to do. Tell Trump you love him every day and that he's the greatest thing ever, because I promise you, the more you double down on Trump, the more you're pushing your party towards complete obscurity and irrelevance.